Guys, welcome back to Strong Successful Male. So for today, I'm going to go over an article titled Why Men Won't Marry You. And interestingly enough, this article is written by a woman, which I always like to see when it comes to things like this, because it really shows that what I'm talking about, and a lot of the guys are talking about, is definitely true and going on. Even the women realize this, okay? And even they realize that, hey, this shit's gone too far. And this whole article goes about, she goes into the obvious that how simply men aren't getting married anymore. Men are waking up to realize it's not exactly what it's cracked up to be in any way, shape, or form. The idea of this happy, romantic, white picket fence, the whole 9-yard thing is basically a bunch of bullshit, a bunch of Disney Hallmark bullshit. And guys are waking up to realize, why would I do this? Why would I sentence myself to a life of misery? And not to mention, ultimately end up being divorced, losing my money, losing some of my pension, my kids, the dog, the cat, the house, all that. There's no incentive anymore. And so she goes into all this. I'm going to add a few more of my own things in there that she left out. It's very good to read. So, again, the title of the article is Why Men Won't Marry You. Starts off saying, where have all the husbands gone? That's a question Peter Lloyd tackles in a series in London's Daily Mail about Britain's marriage rate, which is at its lowest since 1895. The state of matrimony is not just ailing. It's dying out faster than a mobile phone battery, Lloyd writes. For an army of women, Mr. Right is simply not there, no matter how hard they look for him. Things are no better this side of the Atlantic. According to the Pew Research Center, the share of American adults who've never been married is at a historic high. And men are more likely than women to have never made it down the aisle, 23% versus 17% in 2012. And guys, this is a few years old, so obviously the number has gone up even higher since then. So it's no joke. And if I have anything to do with it, that number is going to get higher and higher and higher with me doing my part, so I can have a lot more happy guys out there enjoying their lives instead of being in marriage prison. She goes on, what gives? Why are men here and abroad avoiding the altar in spades? Gee, I don't know, because they're waking the hell up. So it goes into a few reasons. Number one, because they can. Men used to marry to have sex and a family. They married for love too, but they had to marry the girl before taking her to bed. Or at least work really hard to wear her down. Those days are gone. When more women make themselves sexually available, the pool of marriageable men diminishes. In a world where women do not say no, the man is never forced to settle down and make serious choices, writes George Guider, author of Men and Marriage. Scoff if you wish, call me a fuddy-duddy, but how's that new plan working out? Never heard of fuddy-duddy, but okay. Number two, because there's nothing in it for them. What exactly does marriage offer men today? Men know there's a good chance they'll lose their friends, their respect, their space, their sex life, their money, and if it all goes wrong, their family. Says Helen Smith, PhD, author of Men on Strike. They don't want to enter into a legal contract with someone who could effectively take half their savings, their pension, their property when the honeymoon period is over. Men aren't wimping out by staying unmarried or being commitment phobes. They're just being smart. Absolutely, guys. Like, again, what she's talking about here. And I'm going to go over this in a little more detail here. She says they'll lose their friends. How many of you guys out there that either are married or have been married, or at the very least in really serious relationships, when either your wife or your serious girlfriend or fiance starts to try to pull you away from all your buddies? Why is that? Because she wants you all to herself. Now, there are some cases that maybe you're doing things right and she's really, really into you, so she wants your attention all the time. That happens. But by and large, guys, the real reason is because she wants to control you. She wants to have you all to herself, and she wants to distance you from your friends, and that way then she's your only shot, okay? That's it. Nobody else counts but her. It's selfish as hell, but it happens all the time, and you guys know this. Those of you that have been in this situation, you know this. You never cut it off with your buddies, your best friends. These are your brothers. Never ever do that, okay? Because at the end of the day, as we know statistically, these relationships, these marriages, they're going to go kaput. They're gone. Having a really good friend or a couple really good, trustworthy brothers, and I'm not saying your brothers, but guys that are friends that you think is brothers, that's rare. It doesn't happen very often, so you want to hold on to those, okay? Never let them push them away. The second thing she says is respect. Yeah, you lose all your self-respect when you all of a sudden are just trapped. You just wake up one day and say, what the hell happened in my life? And you just feel like pretty much you have no say in things, and all these other things you're losing out on, and you don't get respect from her. By and large, I mean, sure, there are some situations when a guy behaves like an alpha, he'll get respect, but by and large, most guys aren't that way, and they don't get that. The other thing says there's space. There's no space, guys. When you're married and you're with her, again, she wants your attention all the time. She wants to do all this family bullshit. She wants to lock you down. You're not going to have any space or free time. That's why the old man cave was created, so a guy can get away a little bit. That's usually the basement or the shed in the back. I got a friend, no joke, who converted his backyard shed into his man cave. And that's where he goes. He does podcasts. And that's where he goes to escape. No joke. Sex life. Yeah, good luck in the sex life. It's cliche, but pretty much once that ring's on her finger, I don't care what she did beforehand, that's gone, okay? And, I mean, maybe early on, when it's still, you just got married, it's still a honeymoon stage, but after a while, bye-bye, that's gone. And you guys know it, those of you who've been through this. Money. Good luck with the money, because if you made good money before, or even if you did just okay, but you were smart about your money, you saved your money, you didn't piss it away, that's gone, guys, because women love to spend. Women are competitive, so they want to have the bigger house. They say it's for the kids, but it's competition with other women. They want the better car. They want the trips. They want the clothes. They want the shoes. They want the kids to have the best stroller, the best car seat, the best clothes, on and on and on. Women spend. Okay, there are a few women that aren't that way, but by and large, they spend. I have a lot of female clients, and believe me, they could do their workouts without me, but they like having me there. They like to spend the money. And I know I got two female clients, I'm seeing one soon, whose husband kind of gets a little annoyed that she spends the money on a trainer when she could do it herself. They don't care. And then, of course, the family, if all goes wrong. Ends in divorce, which it always does, or at least almost always does. Odds are the kids are going with her. And if she's spiteful and pissed off, she could try to turn them against you. And a couple of things that she left out. How about the wife getting fat and letting herself go? That happens all the time. Number of guys I know, the wife was pretty good looking beforehand, and then her hair started getting shorter and shorter. She stopped dressing as nice, stopped taking care of herself. And next thing you know, you're like, who's this? Who's this I'm with? I never would have married her if she looked the way she did. And because she's unattractive, doesn't look good, you don't want to touch her. So again, there goes your sex life. And by the way, even if, let's just say for argument's sake, that she's all right, and you're having sex more than your average stereotypical couple, you got the same partner for the rest of your life. I could never do that, and I don't see how any guy could. I mean, I love chocolate cake. Every time I go out and I get a chance to have a dessert, I have chocolate cake. Love it. But that doesn't mean I want to have chocolate cake every single day for the rest of my life. Believe me, after a while, that chocolate cake's going to get old, and you couldn't pay me to have the chocolate cake. So, it's not in our favor, guys. All right, I'm going to go on with the article. Goes on to say, unlike women, men lose all power after they say, I do. Their masculinity dies too. Yes, because they realize then, she basically, with the law set up as it is, she calls the shots. No fault divorce, boom, you can do everything right. And just one day she doesn't want to be married, it's over. And there goes your money, there goes your house, there goes your car, there goes the dog and the cat, there goes your kids, there goes some of your pension. It's hard to lay down the law when guess what? She can pretty much call the shots. It's ridiculous. There's no point. What's left of it, excuse me. What's left of it, that is, in the span of just a few decades, America has demoted men from respected providers and protectors of the family to buffoons. Today's sitcoms and commercials routinely paint a portrait of the idiot husband whose wife is smarter and more capable than he. Guys, I've been saying this forever, since I started this channel. Movies and TV are bullshit, and they always portray guys for the last 30, 40 years as being, especially in these sitcoms, these romantic comedies, as complete boneheads, buffoons, as she said. All right? I'm sure you guys have seen this, and if you haven't seen this, start paying attention. They make the guy being this bumbling idiot. He's always screwing something up, and it's his wife who has to fix the problem. He's always doing something behind her back and scheming because he doesn't want to make her mad or get her angry. And then, of course, he's an idiot, or he's portrayed that way, and she knows what he's doing all along, and she fixes the problem, but she still loves him anyway. It's bullcrap. And, of course, they portray her, the woman, as strong, independent, secure, decisive, aloof, way smarter than the guy, not emotional. But they portray the guy in the feminine role and the woman in the masculine role. And enough time of young guys watching this, they start to get brainwashed to think that's how it is, and they start acting that way. And the women get brainwashed to think that's how it is, and they act the way the woman is portrayed. It's no joke, guys. And we know who pulls the string in Hollywood. We know what movement has been pushing for this for a long time. It's sad, but it's been working. That's why we got to talk about these things. Next one here. Or perhaps therein lies the rub. If women no longer expect or ever want a man to take care of them, since women can do everything that men can do and better, thank you very much, feminism. Perhaps the flip side is the assumption that women don't need to take care of their husbands either. And if no one is taking care of anyone, why the hell marry? Exactly. There's absolutely no point now in getting married. I mean, for lots of reasons, how guys get screwed over and so forth. But again, nobody's taking care of each other. What the hell's the point? Better to be happy. Better to be single. Come and go as you please. For you guys that are married now, that are watching me, or that were once married, can you imagine your day that you could just, when you were married, or if you are right now, just be able, your Saturday, you sleep in when you want to sleep in, you do what you want to do, you go out when you want to go out, or you stay in if you want to. Who cares? You want to buy a certain kind of car? You buy that car. You buy that Mustang. You buy that whatever cool sports car you want. You don't have to buy a stupid minivan or a stupid SUV to haul the kids around because your wife said so. You're free to date whoever you want to date. If you want to bang a new chick every week for the rest of your life until your package falls off, do what you want. That's freedom. Marriage, what's the point? For love, non-existent. Being taken care of, ain't gonna happen. Not in this day and age. For women, the choice is obvious. Kids. Eventually, most women decide they want children. No matter how long they put it off to focus on their careers and ride the carousel, so often they nab the best guy they can find, usually the one with whom they're currently sleeping with, and convince him to get married. That's pretty much how it goes. When they're done riding the carousel, done working on the career in their 20s, and they decide they want to have kids, they look around, they screen out who are the beta males, who's the guy that's marriage material, and they can get to settle down. They grab that guy, they lasso him, rope him in, and he thinks, hey, I got it made. Hey, they didn't give me the time of day when I was younger, but now these girls want me. No, it's not because they're hot for you. It's because they see you as a provider. Nothing more. That's it. And these poor guys fall for it. And they have those type of lives, which I talked about earlier. Don't fall for it, guys. And if the man refuses, we call him, as Smith notes, a commitment phobe. But is that fair? Perhaps these men know all too well that women initiate the vast majority of divorces, anywhere from 65 to 90%, depending on demographics. And when they do, they take the kids with them and hang the husband out to dry with the help of a court system that's heavily stacked in their favor. In the past, mom got the kids because she was home with them doing the thankless, unpaid, mountainous work associated with that role. Today, neither parent is at home, so there's no reason to default custodial parent should be mom. So remind me, why would a man marry today? No, really, what's in it for him? Exactly, guys. So, for you guys that are young and you don't know any better, and maybe this is the first time you're watching my channel or you just joined in recently because I got a lot of new people lately, if you're thinking about taking this leap, I want you to really think about why you're doing it. Is it because you think you may not get anybody else better? Because I have news for you guys. Guess what? In this day and age, if you take care of yourself, you keep your ass in shape, decent shape, you make some decent money, you're comfortable with yourself, you're a happy person to be around, guess what? You got options. And right now, you have more options than ever thanks to dating apps and all that making it easier if you want to go down that route. So the thought that if you're with some girl only because you think you won't get any better, your marriage is going to suck. I guarantee it. It's going to suck anyway, but it's really going to suck because she knows she's your only option. If she thinks she's going to respect you and see you as a prize, she's going to treat you like shit. Okay, so really understand that. And for you guys that maybe do have options but think, oh, my girl's different or my case will be different, statistically, that's not going to happen. Statistically, you're going to be in a shitty marriage, you're going to be really unhappy, and each and every one of your freedoms that you cherish now that you're single is going to be taken away in time. And then statistically, it's not going to work out. And all those things that you've worked hard for is going to be taken away yet again. It's not worth it, guys. Stay single. Enjoy your life. Have the freedom to come and go as you please. Do what you want whenever you want. And like I said, whether you want to just basically be a monk and focus on your own stuff, not have anything to do with women, or basically you want to bang a new chick every single week now until the day you die, or at least now until the blue pills run out, go for it. Have the freedom to do so. But I'm warning you here, take it from a guy in his early 40s and take it from a guy who's the videos I posted and read thousands and thousands of comments from men all over the world who've been in this situation. It's not worth it, guys. So really think about this. Sorry, guys, that's it for today. Be sure to comment down below, guys. Guys, for those of you guys right now that are married and aren't happy but feel stuck in it, please share your words of wisdom to the young guys who are thinking about it. Please comment down below. Take you 30 seconds, a minute. Tell them I'm right. Help these guys out. We're a brotherhood here, and the more we talk about these things, the more we can help each other out and start swinging things in our direction. And also, guys that have been divorced, share your story. A few sentences. This will help guys out. And be sure to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time.